Hello. So tomorrow you're going to take a uniform test on paper 3B. So today I want to talk about paper 3B with you. I want to use one of the assignments as an example. So the assignment is CEP Set 3 Paper 3 Part B. Okay, you can find it on Google Classroom. So let's look at the situation together first. Do you still remember? We can use T, T, R, A, P to analyze the situation and the tasks. TTRP, what do they stand for? Text type, tasks, role, audience, and purpose. Okay, so you are Taylor Kwok. You work at Victoria University Center for Career Development. Your boss, Lance Chow, has asked you to help with the center's job shadowing program. Okay, so your boss is Lance Chow. And the first thing that you need to do is look at the email from your boss. So you can have a quick glance at what you need to do. So, first guidelines, then email and article. These are the three tasks that you need to do. Let's look at them one by one. For guidelines, I would like you to put together a set of guidelines for the job shadowing program participants to help them make the most of the experience. The guidelines should include guidelines on getting prepared for the day and on how to act during the visit. You'll need to include a shootable title and a short opening line that states the purpose of the guidelines. You can begin by looking at the minutes from our last meeting. So let's go back to the content page. And you can see minutes of Center for Career Development General Meeting, page 5. So you can mark it down for your reference later, page 5. Okay, so for your guidelines, what do you need to write? First, you need a shootable title, okay, and then a short opening line that states the purpose of the guidelines. What is the purpose of the guidelines? Help them make the most of the experience. So you may want to say, this guideline will help you make the most of the experience in the job shadowing program. Okay? So try to adapt the phrases in your writing. Okay. And I want to remind you that as this is a guideline, so please do not write something like I look forward to seeing you or hope you enjoy our program. Don't write anything like this because this is a guideline. It should be very clear and straightforward. Okay? You may want to add the subheadings. Okay, for getting prepared for the day and how to act during the visit. You may want to add subheadings for them. Okay. Then we can move on to email. Email. Can you also send an email to our former student participants? Send an email to our former student participants to ask them to submit the testimonials about the JSP, which is the job shadowing program, as well as give us feedback on the program. You will need to explain the types of content we're expecting for both the testimonials and the feedback. And for the testimonials, please also give them some guidelines for writing the sample testimonial attached should be helpful for you. So sample testimonial is on page 9. Okay, you can mark it down. Page 9. Okay, so this is an email, and you can start by writing "Dear former student participants." Then you can start by writing, "I am writing to ask you to submit testimonials about the job shadowing program and give us feedback on the program." Okay, so always state the purpose in the beginning. And then in the next paragraph, you can start explaining the types of content that you're expecting. Okay, your expectations for the testimonials and the feedback. So paragraph 1 would be the purpose, and then paragraph 2 would be the expectation for testimonials. And for testimonials, you need to give them some guidelines for writing. So one more paragraph on the guidelines, and then expectation for the feedback. Alright, and then finally the ending. In the beginning you write "Dear former student participants," and at the end you write yours faithfully, and then your name, your full name. What is your full name again? Your full name is Taylor Kwok. And also tell them where you're from. So you're from Center for Career Development of Victoria University. So you can write in this way. You can write under your name, Center and then Victoria University. Okay. Alright, so that's it. And then for article, finally I need you to write an article to go on our website with advice for mentors to help them make sure that students have an enjoyable and rewarding job shadowing experience. This should include advice on what to do before the visit and on the day of the visit, as well as any other relevant suggestions. I've printed off an email exchange I had with one of our mentors from last year. You may find it helpful. Email exchange. So it should be this, page 7. Okay, so you can write it down, page 7. So it will be easier for you to find the relevant points later. Okay. For an article, a title is needed, but it's already given to you. Okay, the title is Advice for Mentors, so you don't have to worry about it. You can start by writing the first paragraph with the purpose. So you can write something like, as mentors of the job shadowing program, your key role is to ensure that students have an enjoyable and rewarding experience. Okay, you can write something like this in the opening paragraph, and then in the next paragraph you can write advice on what to do before the visit, and then the next paragraph, advice on the day of the visit, and the next paragraph, other relevant suggestions. Okay, now you can start doing this paper for practice and to warm up yourself for the uniform test tomorrow. Thank you for watching the video. Bye bye.